So take two. We're outside. I've got my arrows this time. Got the bow. What I'll do is I'll put some arrows down range. This is before we start adjusting things. And yeah, let's see what happens. I've got everything. Got my radius, skull on radius, 800 spine arrows, bow, all set. I'll just go and start up some cameras so we can see what's going on. So here we are back at 19 meters. We'll put a few. It's quite bright today. I've got the right glasses on. I remember that. In fact, I'll come forward a fraction. Hopefully you can see me. Couple of good shots. So as you can see, that they're my first arrows of the day, just warming up a bit. And for a 40 centimeter target, first shots, happy. So let's go and get the arrows, come back. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the button tension just to see what it does to the arrows. So apologies, first off, if you can see my lower half, I've been doing some plastering this morning, so a little bit grubby on there, but I wasn't going to bother changing. Top's nice and clean now. So what do we need for changing our, let's pick this up, our button tension? It's quite simple. A set of Allen keys. Now, depending on which button you've got, will depend whether or not it's metric or imperial. This blue is metric, so we'll just check to see if this fits, and it does, because this is a Shibuya DX, and Shibuya is Japanese. So we loosen off the locking grub screw, take your key onto the end, and I'm going to turn it, say, 2 turns inwards. That's a lot. 1, 2. Lock it back up again. So what we've done there is we've increased the tension on the plunger, just here, to make it harder to push in. What's that going to do to our arrows? Did you think right? I don't know if it'll do anything, but we'll find out. So what I'll do is shoot some down there. Now, if my thinking's right, it's going to push them to the left. Left, right. Lots of different things there. So let's see what happens. And as you can see down there, the height is perfect because we've not done anything there, but it's moved it virtually a full target, full 40 centimeters to the left. And all I did there was adjust the button tension. Make sure it wasn't a fluke. It was a bad shot, but it went the same distance across. We'll do 3 just to make sure. That was an awful shot, but again, it went to the left. So, let us readjust. So I've loosened off the locking screw. What I'm going to do now is go back the full 2 turns. If I can get it in, there we go. Out, remember to come out. So 1, 2, and what I'm going to do is come out an extra turn to see if this will push it to the right. Now remember, this was already, this was already set for £31, I think it was. So I've loosened it off now, so hopefully the clicker that I've got on there isn't going to push it in. So what's going to happen now is there's going to be less resistance against it and the arrow can turn more that way. And the first thing that happened is the plunger went in a fraction. Hopefully I hit the target. Now I'm not sure if that one went straight or not. That's better. So that's showing you it's moved to the right. That was a good shot. That's why when I do all these tests, I always do at least 3 arrows, because 2 of them may be bad shots, 1 could be a good shot, or the other way around. There we go. So as you can see, those 2 arrows went to the right, and it's all on the button tension. So let's now put this back to its beginning position. So hopefully that's back in its center position where we left it. So we should be able to put the arrows in now. And what I'm looking for is the arrows to fly straight. Now when they went to the right, that first one, they were flying straight, but they just moved that way. Now to overcome that, if you think it's a good arrow flight, you can move your sight that way. But what I like to try and do is keep my sight in line with my string, which means everything's in line. Said that twice, don't know why. So let's see what happens now. So it's brought it back into the center. That was where I was aiming. And the arrows are flying dead straight. Perfect. So let me just put that down for a second. What we've seen there is just by moving the button tension in and out, we can actually move where our arrows are hitting on the target. It also affects how they fly. If they're flying a bit like that or a bit like that, could be something wrong with either the spine of the arrow or your button tension. So it's something to look at. So hopefully that's shown you what adjusting a button can actually do for you, and you can actually micro tune your button to get your arrows to hit where you want and for your arrows to fly straight. That is the big thing. If your arrows are flying dead straight, which is what you really want, you can adjust where they hit with your sight. We will look how we can adjust our sight in another video, up and down, in and out, all this type of thing, and that'll be the next video. But this one, we've just seen there, by adjusting our button, how simple it is, so we can get a really good arrow flight, and what it does when something is wrong with our button tension. So if something comes loose and starts to wander, yeah, always check. Things to carry with you. Always carry a set of Allen keys. I've got both imperial and metric, just in case something does happen with the bow. So, adjusting your button. That's been quite eye-opening. I didn't realise it would create such a massive distance movement of my arrows. I knew it would move them a bit, but I've seen other people do it and it hasn't moved that far. So it's good to see. So your button is a integral part of your, especially Olympic recurve, bare bowers as well. It will allow that arrow to fly as straight as possible just by moving a couple of things. Always carry, yeah, your Allen keys or your Allen wrenches, whatever you want to call them. I've always called them Allen keys. Imperial, red, metric, blue. And that all depends on what button you got. An American button, you can guess it'll be an imperial. Everything else from around the world will be a metric. Except for the thread that goes into your riser usually, that's imperial. Oh well, so hope you've enjoyed this video. Hopefully it's been a bit informative. It'll help you tune your arrows and your bow. If you have enjoyed it, hit the like, subscribe, all the other good things. And in the next video, hopefully, we will either look at what the brace height change can do, the tiller, I'm not sure which way this is going to come out, or even moving your sight and what it can do, and which way you need to go if you're hitting low, high, left and right. I will catch you next time. Keep shooting. We're in April, so for us it's coming into winter time shortly. And yeah, enjoy the warm weather while we've got it. Keep shooting. Catch you next time. Bye bye for now.